Welcome back to Tom Dave's Live. Today we have Heather Johnson. Heather, how are you today?
I'm doing amazing. Thanks, Tom. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. It's my birthday, so I'm doing great.
Happy birthday.
Well, thanks for jumping on here. I appreciate it. If you don't mind, could you share with our viewers just a little bit about yourself?
Sure, Tom. Well, born and raised Sacramento, California. Actually spent a lot of time in my, let's just say, from elementary school all the way up to high school in El Dorado County. Grew up in the woods. So I think you also kind of came from those roots as well, Tom. I remember you last time saying so. Grew up playing in the backyards, riding horses and motorcycles, doing all that outdoor stuff that we loved up to do up there. And so went to Blue Oak Elementary up there. Went to Camarado, Ponderosa, ran for the cross country team for Ponderosa High. Graduated in 2001. Then after that, I went straight immediately into the work field and workforce where I was able to do a bunch of temp to hire working, which was able to plunge me into a bunch of different places and try things that I never thought I would be able to experience just, directly going into college and studying one field or whatnot. So I thought that was really enlightening for me on my journey to have a cornucopia of different things to try to make sure I knew where I was going in the future. So, with that being said, I went into property management for about 10 years with Select Property Management, with AG Spanos. So, I was managing portfolios of, 500 plus properties, single family, multifamily, and commercial, residential commercial, and also leasing apartment homes. And in 2000, I believe it's 13, that's when I decided to go into real estate because I felt that real estate, yeah, I
Yeah.
felt that real estate was,
Well, great. I'd love to just pause real quick because you have such a great background, and I can definitely relate with growing up in the foothills. I live in the foothills now. Just all of the beauty that this area has to offer for our family and for our friends and for others. We have a lot of people that are moving to this area. A lot of cash Bay Area buyers that are moving to this area. And so I just love the fact that you have such a great background. And then, plus with the property management, that's just an amazing experience. And it's a great foundation for real estate. So, but then I did want to ask you, so tell us a little bit about your real estate story. What then inspired you to get into real estate?
well, I think the idea came to me when I was in property management. It was really hard for me to, let's just say, be the middleman for tenants that were struggling to get repairs done. I'm going to put that out there and say there were some slumlords that we managed, and we'd
Right?
have to get the approval to do repairs and stuff. And so it was kind of heartbreaking to kind of to hear the calls coming in and not being able to help somebody be able to overcome the issues that they were currently experiencing. It's almost kind of being like, being up against a hard place, an uncomfortable place. And so what inspired me to get into real estate is not only having the background dealing with contracts and building relationships and stuff like that. Was wanting to help people and to serve the community and actually educate buyers as well as sellers within, asset growth and investments, stuff like that. And so wealth building. Um, and yeah, so to get the word out, and a lot of people, I guess, don't understand that wealth can actually be created immensely through, investments within real estate as well as with the stock market.
Absolutely. So, what company did you join when you first got into the real estate business, and how did that go?
Okay, so it's really funny that you asked me that because I did first get signed up with Zach Alber's office with Tower Real Estate Brokers. And I'm sure you've heard of Zach Alber. He's been
Yeah.
around for a while. A while. Interesting individual, definitely interesting agent. Not knocking him whatsoever. He's a really interesting and cool guy. But unfortunately, with what I was needing as a new agent, he wasn't able to provide for me. So I was able to connect with a mentor with Keith Erickson. He was with Keller Williams at the time. And after I got my license, he took me under his wing and kind of showed me the ropes of like getting, how to get in, dealing with the contracts and handling the systems. So after I was with him and kind of developed, to go on my own, I switched over to Berkshire Hathaway because they had trainings, they had the tools, and they had the environment in order to help me grow my knowledge of how to structure my business a little bit better.
Wow, well, that's great. Well, and I know that I know that you could have joined any real estate brokerage. So, what inspired you to join EXP Realty after that?
Well, EXP for one, Russell Inyart was a huge, let's just say, guiding light for me to come towards EXP. It wasn't the stock, or the money that attracted me. It was more so leaning towards those who have the knowledge and have awareness in order to structure my business into a position where it could be of growth and consistency and not necessarily, just insane production. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm more of one of those agents who um, care and take the time to guide people through this transition and through this journey, because it can be scary, it can be stressful, and it can be demoralizing for some. And so being able to hold hands and help people gently walk through this process has just been why I'm leaning and went into EXP, and why I joined Russell's team.
Wow, well, that's great. Well, I've heard several times that you love connecting with people and love serving people and love helping people out, whether they're a buyer or whether they're a seller, and really help them because it's scary, especially right now. There's a lot of uncertainty out there in the marketplace. So people really need someone that can support them and help them and let them know what the market is doing and how they can move forward to reach their goals for the great American dream, owning real estate. So, man, that's just awesome. And then I know that we chatted last week, and I was thinking about the four attributes of a successful real estate individual, and you have all four ingredients. Number one is your mindset. Your positive mindset, growth minded, think big, which is awesome. And then number two is you're concerned with how you spend your time with clients, doing the right thing in the right order. And then number three, it's important who you spend your time with. And you mentioned that you just love, Russ Enyart and the other support individuals that you spend time with. Jim Rohn says you're the sum total of the five people you spend most time with. And then the last is just taking action, taking massive focused action. So I really respect that. And I'm really glad that we could connect here today. And so if someone wants to reach out, what's the best way to get a hold of you, Heather?
You can give me a call, or you can shoot me a text at 916-712-1000.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. If any of you have any questions or need anything at all, please feel free to reach out to Heather or myself. We're here to serve. Thank you very much. Thanks, Heather.
Thanks, Tom.
See you later. Bye-bye now. Bye.
Bye.